Alright guys, so today I have for you 3 different challengers that I've brought with me, and I'm just going to go through them here real quick, and then I'm going to throw them a few times, maybe 12 times down this fairway, 4 times each. So first I have a TI Challenger. This guy is pretty overstable. Well, actually it's pretty stable, I should say. It's not too overly stable, but it'll go straight and then fade left just at the end. So this is the one that I carry in the bag, and I really enjoy it. So next I have a Flex TI Challenger. This one is more straight. If I really crank on it, sometimes I'll get a little right turn out of it. At the beginning, when I first got this disc, it was actually understable. I would throw it flat and it would Anhyzer to the right slowly and then start to come back just at the end. But now, as it's beat in, it's actually gotten more stable, which is really strange. But I do like this disc. I don't carry it in the bag anymore, but I'm thinking about putting it back in. I'm not sure yet. And lastly here, I have a Pro D Challenger. This one's pretty beat up. This guy has been with me a long time, and I really enjoy throwing it for turnover shots. I'm going to throw hyzer flips or turnover shots for this video. We'll see. I'll throw a couple different. So, alright, let's go throw them. Alright, ranging from stability from least stable to most stable. So, let's start out with a hyzer flip. How about that? Alright, went pretty far. It was a pretty straight flight, as you can see. Hopefully, I don't know. I haven't made the video yet, so. But, Flex TI Challenger, let's try this guy out. I'm going to throw this one pretty flat and a little bit higher and see if it goes to the right or if it just goes pretty straight. Alright, so I got a slight right turn out of it. It just hang to the right just a little bit and then started to flex back at the end. Now this one, I'm going to go ahead and throw flat and hard and see what it does. So as you can see, that one right at the end had a little bit of right turn to, or not right turn, left turn to it. Left fade, I guess you could say. So now I'm gonna go pick them up and maybe try some different shots. Let's do it. All right, now that I'm winded, it's time to try some different shots. But first, I wanna tell you the distance of each one. This surprised me. My most overstable one went the furthest. And I'm thinking it's because I cranked on it harder, but I'm not entirely sure. And another surprise, the Flex Challenger went the shortest, which I kind of thought with that pretty flat flight with just a little bit of turn, that was the maximized distance, but I guess not. I guess I was wrong. So, alright, now I'm going to try a couple Anhyzer shots, a couple hyzer shots, see what happens. Alright. Alright, that was actually a cut roller I was trying to throw. Now I just turned it over a little too much. It's a lot more understable than I remember, but I haven't thrown these discs in a long time, so that's another issue with this. Alright, let's try this one. I'm going to try this one on a little hyzer flip and really crank on it. Let's see how this goes. Alright, that actually stayed hyzer the entire time. It never flipped up, so I don't know what to tell you. Last time it turned right a little bit, this time it didn't flip at all. So, alright. Let's see. I'll just try a nice hyzer shot. Same shot. Let's see what happens. Alright, so that's the line that I normally take with either a predator or a nuke, depending on the wind. Right now it's a little bit, well, it's kind of swirling, so I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but it flew pretty well. I'm gonna go pick them up and let's throw them again. Alright, so that round, all of them were pretty short. I'd say around 40 to 60 feet short, depending on which one I threw. That time, it was my attempted Anhyzer flip that actually went the furthest. I honestly think I might be able to get this Challenger to the pin with a nice Anhyzer, maybe a little bit of finish at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to put it up just nice and high. Not too high, but nice and high. Let it pan and see how it does. Alright, that wasn't quite to the pin, but it did what I wanted to. I'm going to try the same shot with this guy. I think this will also hold a nice Anhyzer line. Alright, I slipped a little there, but it did hold that line, and it started to come back at the end. I'll try this one just for good measure. Make sure it's not any fault of mine, although it might be. Alright, that one looks like it probably landed 30 to 40 feet short, and it was not on line. It was probably about 50 right. So let's try one more go. I'm gonna throw them as hard as I can this time, not letting back, just full power, all out with putters. I don't know how far they're gonna go, so we'll find out. Alright, here we go. Let's see how far we can get these to go. Most understable to stable. It's probably around 30 feet short, if I had to guess. Second one, TI Challenger. TI Flex Challenger. Had a nice low line at that. It was not high enough to fully carry, so I'm gonna try to put this one just a tad higher, as flat as I can, because this thing will hold, but it won't turn over. So here we go, last throw. Gotta make it a good one, hopefully. Oh, that thing had some carry on it. I'm not exactly sure how close it is, so let's run up there and find out. Alright, so here we are approaching these discs. Here is my most understable one. As you can see, that's probably about a 60, 70 footer. Alright, let's grab this guy and go on to the next one. That one's a little closer. I'd say that one's probably a 60 footer or so, maybe, yeah, about 60. And then this one, not quite circle's edge. I would say this one's about a 40-foot putt, so I guesstimated a little off. I would say about 40 feet right here. So not a bad drive with the Challenger. This hole, I do believe, is around 380 feet, if I remember correctly. So yeah, not bad. And that's pretty much all I got for you. So let's take it back to the tee pad. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this review video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you learned a little bit about the Challenger, what they do. Yeah, I mean, I can show you the rim real quick if you want to see how it looks, but you can find all that information on Discraft's website. So, I hope you enjoyed, and this has been review video of the Discraft Challenger. Thanks a lot for watching.